It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2023. The sun should be shining, fire energy coming in. But I'm not going to lie, when I lean into your energy, and I did my best to separate my energy from Aries, like what I'm tapping into for the reading, and I felt a bit overwhelmed. It felt like there's a lot going on. You may have a lot that you're expecting of yourself or that is expected of you. You may be feeling like the pressure is on. And in some ways, you may just kind of want to like hide. That could be a thing. So, Aries, be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything. TikTok at justjeverything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. Now, for all the important astrological dates, check out the Taurus season astrology video. And I'm telling you, shit is getting lit over on Patreon. I'm about to update all of my technology. The quality, the A1 day ones are about to get it just so good. I love you guys. There's a lot of great stuff that we're doing over there. You know, I'm starting a church, aka a cult, and you know, we're doing what we can to tear down the establishment and, you know, fuck the IRS. Anyway, so, like I said, let's get into it. Hydrate, light it if you got it. As we create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2023, baby. Woo! The Taurus. The Empress card, which is ruled by Taurus. I just saw 227. The Empress card keeps coming out when I keep splashing at me. So I do feel like this is Taurus season. So there's definitely that, you know, that transition from I am into I have. There is this bliss that should be coming in. I feel like that you should have access to. That's on the other side of you just getting your shit done. Just do it. And then you can, like, you're free to like luxuriate yourself. You're free to move forward. I feel like there's big developments in business, big growth coming in. Your ruling planet Mars is in fall in Cancer, meaning in fall it loses some of its steam. But we've already been slowed down because of the retrograde in Gemini for so long. You know, Mars was in Gemini since fucking August until March. And so hydrate. And so there is this like slowing down in the preparation of the mind that is really preparing us for the slowdown in the healing of our emotional body, so that when Mars goes into Leo on May 20th, take off. There's like this firepower mixed with your willpower, this purified willpower because of this slowdown that's going on. So trust and believe things are shifting. So Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, empty your lungs. And then take a deep breath through your nose and hold it at the top when you're ready. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and then exhale out of your mouth. As we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just feel like there's like a surprise lurking. That and the 2 new moons in your sign, in your season. That last one, the new moon, total solar eclipse, like happening on the 20th. So this will come out like that day. You guys will see that the day of the eclipse. Ah! And I feel like there's just so much optimism. There's so much like delicious curiosity and delicious anticipation. There's this optimistic anticipation, this faith, this knowing, this expectancy, excuse me, that I feel like is bubbling up out of you, like bursting at the seams. And so there is this like childlike joy and excitement. It feels like a kid waking up for Christmas on Christmas morning. I wish that for all of us. There's like this sudden like rush of gratitude. So whatever it is, like I feel like just move and start and open your day, open this season with gratitude. Because the pace is picking up, bitch. I love you. The pace is picking up. There is this influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy, a change in your cycles of like your current cycles of how you exert or express your physical, spiritual, sexual energy. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in. There also could be opposition coming in. I feel like there may be pressure. Maybe that what I was talking about, the overwhelming feeling. I just feel like things are moving full on the bottom of the deck. There is this like all this new potential and all this new energy, and it feels very like burst at the seamsy. I don't know. It's and that's the thing, that eclipse energy we're not supposed to know. And the eclipse happening, the new moon, first new moon happening at 0 degrees. The second new moon total solar eclipse happening at the 29th degree, which is like the highest concentration of Aries energy. The last degree of the sign is like the highest concentrated energy of that sign. And so there is this, just an influx of fire, an influx of, and it just feels like the divine's plans. The divine really like showing you what, you know, like redirecting or, it's funny because when I said an influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy in my mind, I was like, that's not the Ace of Wands. There is a brand new opportunity. And the 8 of Wands with the Ace of Wands is the 9 of Wands. And that can be frustration. That can be like, okay, I'm taking, and I saw the Empress. I just squished it. Damn it, I just squished it, but I saw her. The Emperor and the Empress. There could be a power couple coming in. There's definitely someone that's fiery, but there's new opportunities. This is by way of the Almighty, baby. I'm taking the Emperor. At the center of the reading, you. Okay, I can't take the Emperor. But there's opportunities coming in where you get to be entrepreneurial. You get to really, like, I don't know, graduate into the fulfillment of yourself. And it's funny, what I said is that the scope, that the difference between these, that first new moon on April 6th and the second new moon on 4/20, there is this like going from the Page of Wands to the Emperor. The 29th degree of Aries is the Emperor energy. I tried to keep it, I tried to pull it out. He wanted to stay in. So center of the reading is, I still feel like you are just coming into so much fulfillment, so much fullness of you. And so with the Emperor coming out, Aries, you gotta, like, we're disciplining the baby. So this is something about like, what's your relationship to authority, discipline, structure, create a plan, stick to the plan, opportunities, new clientele, new fun. I feel like also this is like, this could be a relationship, this could be like sexual connection, but I feel like this is just passion, this influx, or someone that is passionate about you, something that you're passionate about. And I do feel like the dream, the stability is getting like closer. It's like going from, like you've been very, or you've had to be, I feel like those of you who are like feeling like you're winning, you've been really big picture oriented. And so the how far out you had to zoom, it's like the dream is getting closer and closer. You're getting like right to be able to like bite into it. I feel like also there's something about a home, or getting closer to a fulfillment in a home, or getting closer to buying a home, or completing a home, or completing house projects. I feel like there's help coming in, help on the way, resources becoming available to you. I just feel like things are blooming. Look at all of like the blooms on the twigs. This is money. This is opportunity coming in. There's new relationships coming in, and I just feel like a lot of hard work is paying off. A lot of hard work and a lot of like opportunities to really just go in a different direction than you expected. I just feel like your dreams are getting closer. Stability is getting closer to you. And there may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements also coming in. But this feels like the dream somehow. Of fucking course. Center of the reading is the Five of Cups. And so I feel like there's this like firepower, like all the lessons that you've learned while you were here. There's all of this like divine opportunity and energy. And I knew the fucking Empress. Some of you, there may have been someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that you are carrying around sadness or like misunderstanding, or there just could be like regret, remorse. I feel like there's this energy coming in. Someone may be coming in to apologize, or there may be like an explanation that comes in. I feel like center of the reading being the Five of Cups, Taurus season is like, hey, it's time to get over that emotional hump. It's time to tend to whatever ways you are numbing versus recovering. It's time to evaluate however the milk has spilled and, you know, start reaching for the fucking towel. Promise I won't cry over spilled milk. Give me a paper towel. Give me another value. Give me another hour or two. Hour with you. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. Yeah, definitely there's something about housing, or like your like dream house, or your dreams living situation, or something like coming to fruition, or I feel like getting also closer to the land. I feel like some of you are finally figuring out like what to do with the emotional conflict within. Just because something was over doesn't mean it wasn't real. Just because, I want to get the next cards out. The cards are being so reticent. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're divesting from this like Five of Cups stance, or micromanagement, or like trying to unpack, or like being so stuck in the past. I feel like now some of you are starting to understand how patient you've been. I feel like you're giving yourself credit for how patient you've been. All right, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Final card, final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Queen of Swords. And you're going to start using your words with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like the closer that we get to Gemini season, there like help is on the way. People are coming in. There may be somebody, or I feel like you are becoming really articulate. You're developing your intellect, studying, going back to school, reading a lot. Venus is in Gemini. Venus is then going to be going into Cancer in Taurus season, I feel like. Yeah. And there is this understanding. I feel like you finally turned this into power by way of divesting your time, money, and energy from whatever situation that or thought process or programming was perpetuating this heaviness, this regret. Maybe it was involving someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. But I do feel like you're developing some kind of wisdom or knowledge or ability to like get shit off your chest or tell it like it is or be direct or astute. I feel like there's an adaptivity that to your mind. I say it all the time. Aries are the most slept on intellectuals of the zodiac. They expect this. Ooh, but there's all this healing and stuff underneath. So I feel like there's all this wish fulfillment that's coming in once you allow yourself to. I feel like there's like this opportunity, all this influx, like just an influx. It's gonna like feel like an influx of power, an influx of time, energy, personal power, your power combined with the divine's power. The opportunities you've been trying to set up, I feel like the divine's bringing you the opportunities, bringing you the things that you've been wanting to do. And some of you may not realize you're going to be dealing with people who are way more sad than maybe you like know what to do with or know how to know like how to handle. You may be dealing with emotions that you yourself don't feel often, and you need to educate yourself. Make sure that you're really setting yourself up intellectually, legally, setting yourself up, like creating the scaffolding for a sound foundation for something. So let me take a look at this. There is definitely, with the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, with the star underneath, there is definitely someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius placements coming in. I feel like coming in unexpectedly as well. There may be somebody contributing to the dream, contributing to your goal or your mission, but I feel like you are finally trusting in your originality. It's like the proof is in the pudding. Like there is just like this aha moment, influx. There is this, I don't know why I just keep saying influx. There's like a surplus, and maybe that's just how this feels. So I'm just gonna, that's the reading. Just so I can remember, I gotta write that down, because just that's the vibe, is there is this influx. And I feel like there's things being handed to you, but how are you going to, notice the things that are being handed to you if you're looking down at the past? And so I feel like there's some of you, I feel like you're afraid that you're going to miss opportunities because you don't feel energetically ready. But you don't feel energetically ready because you're still processing or still giving birth to something that is like a key part of the plan somehow. And so there is this blooming, blossoming, leaves. I feel like also you're figuring out who in your life are leaves, who in your life are branches, who in your life are roots. And I feel like you're trying to do a better job at being, at least a branch or a root to people. You're trying to, or there's reasons to be better friends, to be a better friend or be a better lover. You just want to like show up and be your authentic self. And I feel like there's all this healing coming in. There's people, other fiery, other rebellious, other really emotionally vulnerable and, sexually or sensually vulnerable. There could be like husband, wifey material coming in, someone that you really want to partner with, really want to pair with, really want to collaborate with, or they really want to collaborate with you. I just feel like there's these beautiful opportunities, and the opportunities are going to put you in a position where I just feel like you're going to find yourself dealing with different emotions than you expected to be dealing with. And these may be your emotions or other people's emotions. But I feel like also this is a great time to be spending your money wisely and to be saving. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I feel like don't be afraid to speak up, to create clarity. You're going into Gemini season, being able to really trust yourself and trust your words and trust your delivery. I feel like that's something that's coming up. I feel like in Taurus season with Mars in Cancer is going to really force us to be looking at our mother wounds. And then when Mars goes into Leo, I feel like if there are father wounds to tend to, that's going to be evaluated and coming up to be healed. This is going to be a juicy plunge. I'm excited to look at this. We start the season off with a bang. And I feel like you get the warmth, the heat, the fire, the fun that you've been looking for. And at the center of the reading, I feel like you'll just have access to like what's missing is what I feel like. There may be just something about like a regret, or there may be someone expressing this to you, or you may be having the opportunity to show up and really like heal and help. And, you know, tap into that like hero complex thing that you do. But there is this, I also feel like some of us are needing to learn not to fix it, not to give unsolicited advice, learning how to just instantly move to connect. That's the big thing. Don't instantly try to fix it for everybody. Let your knee-jerk reaction be to connect, to just listen, to just hear people out. If, you know, the advice is asked for, then go into fix-it mode. But do your part to connect so that you can really acquire experiential wisdom. You don't have to go through a whole bunch of pain to be able to empathize with everybody. If you listen, you can really like, I feel like Aries do very well learning by way of other people and learning by way of like direct experience. And so I feel like there's experiential wisdom coming into you. There's wisdom coming in by developing your intellect. I feel like read more, study more. I'm excited to clarify this. 5 of Cups at the center of the reading, though, it feels like there's emotional bridge to cross. And I feel like you are developing a better system for how to transmute pain into power. How to transmute this, how to extract the data, how to extract the power from the darkness that's present in your life, or the heaviness that's present, or the heaviness that gets presented to you or brought to you. I feel like you're also learning what to change in regards to like your money, what habits to change, how to invest, what to do with like, I feel like the wait is over. There's something about like the wait is over. Or some of you, it's just like you keep believing that there is a lack or a delay, and it's just like you're perpetuating it. And so I feel like there is something about the development or the maturation of your words, you learning how to like express or articulate yourself in a way more professional, or maybe even like some of you may be teaching. Some of you are really like innovating something, pioneering something new. You're doing something new. And I feel like the divine is coming in to give you these opportunities that some of you, these opportunities you may think are flops or are failures, but there's so many lessons, so much wisdom that's coming out of this. There's like the language that you need is coming out of this. So I feel like some of you, there's something about like record your sessions or record what you're doing, or like keep track of what you're doing. I feel like improving upon like bookkeeping, improving upon keeping records for things. There is just this divine surrender that's required of you. And I feel like surrender has been a 4-letter word for you for the longest time. But now I feel like you have found like a worthy leader, or you are so like deeply connected to your spirit or the God of your understanding that surrender feels pure, feels natural. You feel ready to get really like intimate, so that you can attract in the intimacy, the vulnerability, the revolution that you want. The influx is coming. I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/justjeverything. All the links are in the description box below. Let's get into it.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.